I've seen a versatile group, guys who can pick things up quickly. We've kind of thrown several different styles at them and trying to see which one is best for them. With limited games right now, we're kind of trying different things. So I've seen a group that can pick things up quickly, play different styles, and be versatile, and we're still trying to figure out which one's best for us. This is probably the youngest group I've ever had, and that's in all my years of coaching. It's exciting in some ways because we know that we're going to continue to grow throughout the season, but at the same time we understand how much work needs to go into it to get them to play the way that we want them to play and be disciplined and understand how important every single game is for us. For us it's we like to win them all. So we don't really throw any games away. It's important to us to perform at every level, and sometimes with a young group, they just kind of line up and play, not knowing the importance of it. So that's one thing we're stressing right now is the importance of every game, every possession, and they're growing with each game. Isaiah's our starter right now. He's kind of a unique player. He may be small in stature, but he is great with his feet. He gives our back line lots of confidence in order to play the ball back to him to help us keep possession. He's super athletic, super agile, and he's really grown into a leadership role back there. Zach's our backup right now, and we got lots of confidence in him. Should Isaiah suffer an injury for some reason or he just needs a break, we're confident that we can throw him in there and get the result we need. In the back, the two Chads, Chad McKnight and Chad Hudson, are our two center backs. Are very young, but they're eager to learn and they're getting better game by game. Luke Mills sits right in front of them. He's kind of their safety blanket. It's important that he's always attached to those two defensively, and he allows us to really get forward with our outside backs. Mac, Russell, and BB. Brandon Bourne have been, kind of stepping up at outside back for us, but it's just as important that those guys get forward as they do get back. So, our midfielders, there's probably 4 guys who kind of rotate in and out of there, depending on what we need in the game, which kind of adds to our versatility. James Redmond, Cisco Thomas, Dion, and Christian, all those guys kind of rotate in and out depending on what we need out of the game. If we need a more finesse style, we can use Christian and Cisco. If we need more of a hammer, we can use Dion and Christian. So we're excited about those 4 for sure. Up top is kind of the same. I think Brandon has kind of stepped up as, a player we really need up there. He's super athletic. He's more of a blue-collar worker than some of the others. And this is a team that really needs that. So he'll spend time up there as well. And he scored a lot of goals in high school, and we're hoping that translates to this level. At the same time, we can stick any of those 4 midfielders up there as well. If they're not in the midfield, they're on the wing. So again, it's a very versatile team, and it's a team that's very hard to defend. So Quentin's a guy who's been around us for a little bit, and for him to step up in that role has been big. He has, a leadership personality. He wants to be out in front. He wants to be involved. Recruiting-wise, he's really stepped up and put us ahead of where we're further ahead now than we've ever been. So that's part of he's knowledgeable about the game, and he's really done a great job, kind of pushing our program to the next level. Ethan as well, he's kind of stepping up as stepping up a role as well. He, does a good job with our goalkeepers. He keeps us organized. He's a big part of what we're doing as well. The South Division is always tough. I mean, this year has been, one that's been harder to determine who's first, second, third, fourth, fifth. It's been a very interesting year, not just in the South, but across the state in general. All the scores are up and down, and we really won't know who's who until we play each other. We were able to get a good win over Jones that we're excited about. Playing against Pearl River, it will be a good test, and if we can meet that challenge, I think we solidify ourselves as, one of the favorites. But again, we keep working until the job's done. I think it's fair to expect this team to be competing for a state title, and I think anything less than that will be a disappointment. But I don't think that's different from any year, here at Gulf Coast, between whether it's soccer, you name the sport. You know, the expectations are high. So I think this team has an opportunity to meet those expectations. I think if they continue to push and try to meet their ceiling, that there's no reason that this team can't have one of the best seasons that we've had since I've been here.